The Meatrix system is very easy to use. The first step is just press the red button, turn the Meatrix on. Then you have to select the meat that you're trying to cook and the doneness level that you would like to cook it to. In this case, we're cooking to beef, medium, and we're going to do that with both steaks. Then you push the to cook button. Take your meat, and this is a very important step with the Meatrix system, as well as any meat thermometer that you would leave in the meat during the cooking process. You want the meat thermometer to be in the center of the thickest part of the meat. This is best done by turning the meat sideways, taking your probe, measuring the distance that you want the tip of the probe to be at, and then turning it sideways, insert the probe until your finger touches the meat. Now you know you've got it centered exactly in the middle of the meat, and the tip is where you wanted it to be. If you try to insert the probe with the meat laying flat, more often than not you'll be off center one way or the other. So, insert the probe, measure the distance, put my finger at the end, insert it until my finger touches the meat. Now I know I'm centered and in the middle of the meat. Place the meat on the grill and press the cook start button. And that's it. The Meatrix will prompt you the rest of the way through. The Meatrix system will prompt you and tell you when to turn the meat from one side to the next. It will prompt you to do this 3 times for a steak. This is the beep, and you can see that the display is also telling us to flip the steak. To clear the alarm, we press the clear alarm button that is flashing on the screen. And flip the steak. And now I just have to wait till the next prompt. We've already flipped our steak once. Now, when it's time to flip it for the second time, the Meatrix system will again flash the message on the screen and sound the audible alarm. The alarm is sounding, so it's time to flip the steak again. Flip it, clear the alarm, and now we wait for the next signal. If the temperature is so high that it might continue cooking after you take it off the heat, you will get a temperature warning message. This is not a real big deal. You can choose to ignore it, and the meat will still be like you want it when you take it off the heat, but it may continue to cook after you take it off the heat. If you're getting a temperature warning and you're within one doneness level of your desired doneness level, you will get an audible beep telling you that you need to lower the temperature, along with a visual message telling you you need to lower the temperature. Press the clear alarm button to silence the audible message, but the visual message will remain until the temperature gets back within the normal range. The Meatrix system has an adaptive timer that tells me how much time is left in the cooking process. Right now it's indicating that we have about 15 seconds left and then our meat will be done. Now, you'll notice I've moved the steak over to the right hand side. That is my cool section because I was getting a signal that I was too hot. So I moved the steak over to the cooler section of the grill. Now the Meatrix system is signaling that we're done. So I will clear the alarm, press the stop cook button, and remove my steak and get ready to enjoy it. Pull the probe out. And we are done. Hit the red button on the Meatrix system again to turn it off. But if you don't turn it off, it will time out after several minutes after the meat is done cooking. So let's see how our Meatrix system worked. Start with the fillet. Cooked to medium. Nice and pink on the inside. Let's take a look at the ribeye. Again, perfect pink on the inside. These would both do well in steak cooking competitions. Just what the doctor ordered.